Hi guys, so today I'm gonna react to the Avatar Fire and Ash official movie trailer. All right. Now, when I was reading the title Fire and Ash, it reminded me of Avatar The Last Airbender. If they're learning all the elemental powers, right? All the elements, earth, wind, fire, and air. So maybe this guy's gonna be a true Avatar. I gotta say, Avatar always looks nice in the movies. They always do a good job with the CGI.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
Humans just cannot stop invading indigenous land and killing the indigenous people. Just colonization is just so common for humans. Like just non-stop, got colonized, can't just live together in peace, but have to colonize and conquer and force these people into your slaves and or at least indentured servants bare minimal. Seems like a very clear concept that we're still doing to this day.
Cannot live like this, baby. In hate. If there's something you can do, then you must do it. The children.
Yeah. This movie, it seems, especially reminds me a lot of history with the white colonizers coming in and to the indigenous lands, like in the Americas or in Africa, and just taking over and destroying the land. Also parts of Asia too, and just a lot of colonization, especially done by whites, and just kind of sad. And all the indigenous people want to do is just live their lives. It's just really sad they can't even have their own culture and just live a peaceful life. I'm not saying that indigenous people are necessarily 100% peaceful. I know they have their own battles, I know they have their own wars, I know they fight each other. But there's a difference when you have another group of people of a different race too coming into your land and just wiping out everyone and just trying to enslave everyone. There's like no mechanism to kind of slow down the colonization. No, it's a little bit different, and it's not the same level. We've seen a lot of African tribes too. It's not like they were killing each other in the hundreds of millions. They fought each other. There's have issues today, some African nations, but a lot of it has to do with white colonization. And a lot of the tribes were not killing, enslaving each other to such extreme levels until white colonizers came in, we can say 13, 1400s, and really started causing a lot of issues. So it's just interesting seeing that situation here kind of unfold in a similar way with the indigenous. You want to call them aliens, but technically humans are the aliens inventing the planet. So really, in reality, the aliens are the humans, not the people from the indigenous of their own land or their own planet.
No, no, no. Spider. And we will find another way.
Yes, because I'm really off. I haven't rewatched every single movie from Avatar, so I don't know why they're fighting each other. Hmm.
You got this. Has no dominion here.
All right, December 19th, 2024, right? I think I will check the description just to make sure. It does look nice though. I'm not gonna lie that the Avatar films always look pretty good. Like James Cameron just does such an amazing job with the CGI, and I think he also does pretty good job with makeup. So I think it's like a combination of makeup and CGI. And I don't see that too often, unless it's a really even high budget films. I see many high budget films, and a lot of them don't have high quality animation, high quality CGI. It still can look like shit even though they spent 100 million plus dollars on a budget. In this case, it really looks like they putting as footage as James Cameron has a. No, you can go back to Titanic. He's really good at making the effects look nice and updated to his time. And no matter his whatever time his movie comes out, it always looks good. That's one thing I cannot say. You can have criticism, which I do of the After film series, but in general, it always looks pretty damn good. And I remember I did the Avatar ride in Disney World um, as well last year with my wife. My wife and I went to Disney World last year. We did the Avatar ride. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It's nothing like super exciting, but it's a cool concept of a ride. Not gonna spoil it too much for people who haven't tried it. But if you ask in the comment section, we can talk about it. But unless I know for sure people are okay with it, I don't want to talk too much and maybe people want to experience the ride for the first time, or the kids do. So it was just my wife and I that went to Disney World. Going to Disney World as an adult is honestly pretty great. Less stress. Yeah, so I'm gonna say December 19th, 2025. That's pretty smart because that's like basically getting close to Christmas, and it's not gonna be that many good Christmas films. Most of the best films come out either in the spring, summer, or early fall. By Christmas, they have the typical Christmas films all the time. By December, it's Christmas all the time. So this movie will probably do well. I mean, considering they have so many freaking sequels. I haven't kept up to date, but they have so many sequels. I'm assuming they're doing well. That's what the comment says. Jake has mastered earth and water. Now he needs to master fire in there to become the true avatar. I agree. I finished school, went to university, found a job, and the third part is already coming out. How time flies, yeah. Yeah, so this is the third movie, yeah, because I haven't watched the second one. I should before I watch this one. I remember watching the first one, and it was fun. Interesting concept. We basically had this white colonizer when a couple of them white became indigenous people. Um, Not sure if indigenous people in real life are like that. White people becoming them is kind of weird. But I never saw the second one, so I should. So glad we didn't have to wait more than 10 years for this to drop. Yeah. I mean, these movies are expensive and time consuming to make. These are the type of movies that can take you years, even a decade, to have the budget, timing, consistency with the actors. This should probably be the end, honestly, because this is too long. Just end as a trilogy. I think every time a movie goes beyond a trilogy, like Pirates of the Caribbean, it just goes downhill so fast. You can argue that the first movie is usually like really iconic. Like the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie is really amazing. I'll argue the second one is even better. The third one is a hit and miss. It becomes more actiony. I still like it, but the definitely more criticism is. I think the second one might be the best balance, and then some of the fourth one onwards, it became so repetitive, and then ruined like Brad Pitt, who should be really intimidating, really badass, and he kind of looks short because Brad Pitt was he was pretty tall for back then. Back in the day, at least 6 feet tall, if not more. He just his whole demeanor was not really interesting. I was bored of Brad Pitt in the Pirates of the Caribbean film series, which is surprising. I love all this all the stuff I read about Brad Pitt history and being probably the most well-known pirate of all time. And it's just interesting how that movie just kind of failed on him, my opinion. In One Piece, I actually really like the portrayal of Brad Pitt. I like seeing him being more like a true pirate. Because of all pirates in the series, Brad Pitt is the most pirate-like. His whole crew is much more like a pirate crew than Luffy's, the Straw Hats and the rest. A lot of them tend to be like mafia-like when Crocodile used to have his own crew. A lot of it was either mafia-like or very, oh, we not that bad people. The pirates they still help people all the time, which is not what pirates do. But Brad Pitt really acts and behave like a pirate. His crew basically followed the rhythm, and I love that. It really gives an idea that this is how a pirate supposed to be more like. So, And I really like his portrayal a lot in the One Piece world. He's also very knowledgeable. It's just I like the portrayal more. In the Pirates of the Caribbean, I was expecting something more accurate to the way Brad Pitt was described in the books, but I don't know. I just got disappointed. But anyway, besides that, I'm excited for the Avatar film a little bit. I'm thinking of watching the second one. Obviously, before watching this, I might watch this in the movie theater because it looks good. I just want to know what happened in the second one. I haven't watched yet. I like the first one. I was just not amazed by it. The special effects were always good since the first one. I think it came out in 2009. I think someone said in the comments. But yeah, 2009. Yep. But it's not the most amazing film. Worthwhile watching? I think so. Definitely. I'll definitely watch the second one. I do love sci-fi films. Um, I do want less actiony sci-fi films and more not. I mean, I love the horror ones like Alien, but I want something more of a. I guess not exactly just psychological thriller, but more of a mystery and kind of going back in a more. I guess I want something like uh, iRobot was really interesting. The movie also got very action, but I talk about the novel. Man, I want something more talking about the concept of time machine and kind of going back and try to fix things and see if that really works or if you make it worse. Um, but and less just actually more kind of understanding how going to different dimensions going past stuff, more adventurous. So I guess what I'm saying, I want more of an sci-fi film that is adventurous, but not so actiony and not so horror like. So I want something more adventurous, but I know that's hard to make. And then you have to go more the ins and outs of how you build a time machine, explaining all that, and using all type of science fiction combined with actual science. But time machines are science fiction, so it's really hard to do. And I know what I want is not gonna be easy to get. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you're excited for this film, Avatar Fire and Ash. If you're gonna watch the movie theaters in December, or if you're gonna wait until it comes out in streaming service. Which, if not mistaken, I think Disney owns. Yeah, this of course Disney owns Avatar. I did the right in Disney in the Animal Kingdom. So yeah, let me know if you guys are gonna wait until it comes out on Disney Plus, or if you're gonna watch the movie theater. And we can also maybe talk about what we think is gonna happen in the end. What will be the conclusion of the film. I don't mind, talking about that. I always find that interesting. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Watch this on TikTok, follow us on TikTok, and can support us on Patreon. All right, guys, have a good day.